as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The drive will start with an option going left.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, LA! Deshaun Watson, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throw complete to Bell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. The Niners at 3-5, 2 games under 500. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
23 yards on the play.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. As we
touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 40 yards out.
And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The
Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Watson on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down with Akers. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Play action. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Watson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to
break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw is Watson. Smith catches left side. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They give up the middle to Akers.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
3rd and 8.
A loss of 6 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Third down, here's McCaffrey.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Niners first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Got it to Bell on the out route.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1 yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From his goal line here, Watson. He hits Adams complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson on first down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now San Francisco will call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught. Touchdown! Ronnie Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot before the break. Watson. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Rams.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. Fights him off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. And after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Corey Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Escapes the defender. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Bell. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Purdy sets up to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bobby Brown with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
A 28-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
At the 20-yard line.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Faking the give, now Watson. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Right side, and he finds Gray. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara will give them the season series. Here's Watson now on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super. There he goes left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Purdy. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
We talked a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Watson to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now second down and a few inches. Here's Watson.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
Focus, boys. Focus. Get it together. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it out.
Boys, focus. Keep it going. Take it to him. Good. Here we go. Teamwork. Reach the tree.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Keep it going. Take it to him.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win.
Why would I hold him? I'm harassing where my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making items over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, keep it moving.